Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is having a nice Sunday, enjoying this beautiful Sunday. I decided to come to y'all today from one of my favorite places here in Delaware. I'm in Silver Lake Park. I absolutely love coming here in the spring and in the summer and bringing my kids out here. They're actually here with me now, well, two of them anyway, over at the park, enjoying the park. And I just wanted to come to y'all with a message of encouragement. If somebody is just like not feeling encouraged or confident or, just feeling down on today, I just want to let y'all know it's never as bad as we think it is. And this message came to me today because of an experience that I had on today where the enemy tried to come into my thoughts in the midst of me just being busy, going about my Sunday routines and just doing what I do. And, if you don't pay attention or if you don't catch it, the enemy will creep up into your thoughts and change your mood and change your mind, and it will totally consume the your whole day if you don't take control over it. And the importance of taking control over your thoughts and your mind, sometimes we don't give our minds the credit that it deserves. Like sometimes we think like it's okay to just think any old kind of way. No, you can't let your thoughts get out of control. You have to take hold of your thoughts and control what's the things that's going through your mind. Stress and worry never added a single day to anybody's life. So what came to me was, I was talking about before in one of my prior videos, was how they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder. And I used to get a social security check when I lived in Pennsylvania, because they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder. And I I suffered with, I'm not even going to claim that it was post traumatic stress disorder, because I don't have post traumatic stress disorder, and I probably never did. And for a long time, I used to let my thoughts get carried away and allow my mind to go to a place where it shouldn't be. And then when it came down to having to confront the actual situation, that I let go all the way left in my mind for whatever reason, it wasn't even that deep. Like, I got all the way up to the situation after I worried myself insane, and I get up to the situation, whatever the situation may have been, and I realized that it wasn't even that serious. Like, and then I feel so stupid. I feel so dumb because I let my mind go to a place where I have never should allowed it to. And then I get to the situation, I be like, I did all that worrying for this? Like, it really wasn't even that deep. And we worry about everything. We worry about our kids. We worry about our bills. We worry about our family members. We worry about things that we absolutely have no control over. We have no control over anything because God is in control, really. Like, He did not have to wake us up this morning. He didn't have to wake me up this morning. So, I I just allow myself to be totally consumed with gratefulness and let that power my day. And even though the enemy is going to do his job, he came to kill, steal, and destroy, because that's what he does. He's going to come into our thoughts. He's going to try to control our minds. He's going to try to control the way that we think and the things that go through our minds and make us feel bad, so we won't have to live a good life. Because once your mind is taken over or totally consumed with bad thoughts, it has an effect on every aspect of your life. Like, every single aspect of your life. You can't function and feel good and do the things that you normally want to do. So then you got to put on a face. You got to put on a happy face. You got to try to smile and act like you feel good. But you can really honestly, truthfully feel good down on the inside without putting a face on. Like, you don't have to put on a face ever. I don't put on a face. Like, that's not even my thing. Ain't nothing phony, fake, nothing about me. It never has been. Either I like it or I don't like it. But the smile that you see is genuine. That's how I feel on the inside. Sometimes I'm smiling so hard on the inside, I'm smiling harder on the inside than I am on the outside. And I'm not telling y'all this to boast or brag about myself, but I want to share this joy with somebody else so maybe they can find that joy deep down inside of them. Like I told you before, it's enough for everybody. So, my message is take control of your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts get carried away, no matter what the situation may be, how serious it is, how bad you think it is. It's going to be whatever it's going to be. Worrying is not going to solve it. We think we accomplished something because we worried about it for 5 hours out of the day. While worried about it, so that takes me closer to fixing the issue. It doesn't. Worrying does not get you closer or more accomplished, or, well, at least I worried about it. No, just don't worry. Next thing you know, you sick. Worrying will physically make you sick. You will end up in the hospital with a serious illness or a serious diagnosis or something that's really going to have to be paid some serious attention, because we don't want to take control over the things that go on in our mind. And it's as simple as that. I had to let my kids go out here and learn from their mistakes. I had to let my ex-husband do whatever he was going to do. And I had to stop and I had to take care of me. Most of the time, all we can do is pray for people. And that's literally doing something. When you mention someone's name to God, or you mention a certain situation to God, that is doing something. Call their name out in prayer. Put them bills in prayer. And then we're going to have to walk in faith. We have to learn how to walk in faith. So my message to y'all today is it's never that deep. It's honestly, seriously, really never that deep, because at the end of the day, the situation is going to be whatever the situation is going to be. And sometimes is serious, or is deep, or is complicated. But everything I learned along the way, that everything is not for me to understand. Like, I don't understand why this person is the way that it is, or why the situation is the way that it is. And I caught myself telling myself I just don't understand. And then I stopped and I said, it ain't for me to understand. Matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, it ain't none of my doggone business. So I learned how to mind my business. I did myself one better. I did myself a bigger favor by learning how to mind my business. Please take care of yourself mentally. Please learn how to grasp a hold of your thoughts. Control the things that go through your mind. It don't have to be that. It will change your mood. It will change your day. It will change the way that you feel. You will have more energy. You will have more energy. You will be present in the moment and be able to enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. And I'm not saying push the things into the back of your mind or worry about it later. I'm saying don't worry about it at all. Pray about it. Do whatever that you can do that is in your power, because in due time, the situation is going to play out however the situation is going to play out. We don't even realize how much control we don't have. We think we have so much control when we really don't. I don't care how pretty you are, how much money you have, what your position on your job is. You don't have to make it from the car from the parking lot to the car. Like, you don't even have to make it from one point to the other. I learned to be grateful in every moment. Like, I be like thanking God for everything. I be like, oh God, I know you sick of me thanking you. I thank him from one step to the next, from one moment to the next. I want to be consumed in gratefulness. I just want to simply think about how grateful I am for everything that I have, because I didn't have to make it from simply from one moment to the next moment, because anything can happen in any given moment. And if everything around you is falling apart and you got that one little bit of hope that you can hold on to, then you dance all over that. That one good thing that is going right. That one little bit of hope that you could just praise God for, whatever, even if it's only one thing. Even if a million things are going wrong and one thing is going right, stick right there. Because I guarantee you, if you give God praise for that one thing, everything else will start falling into place. We have to learn how to stand on faith. Thank God for what he has already done. Pray for those things that concern us and allow God to be God. Take control of your thoughts. Taking control of your thoughts is taking control of your life. If you want to have control that bad, if you have to have that much control, then learn how to control the things that go through your mind. Honestly, you are the only one who honestly knows the thoughts that go through your mind. Nobody knows what's going through your mind but you. Nobody knows what's going through your mind but you. And you can control the things that are going through your mind, because it's going to have a reflection on your everyday life. I don't care how good you are at covering things up or sugarcoating things or making it look good, it's going to surface how you really feel on the inside, what's really going on with you, what's really real is going to surface. If you're not doing well and you smiling and acting like everything is okay, eventually it's going to show up. And people going to be like, wow, I didn't even know that you were going through all of that. Because we don't want to deal with it for what it is. We have to learn how to pray, have faith, leave it to God, be grateful for the things that are going right. Don't even worry about what's not going right. Just be grateful in a moment for the things that are going right. Allow God to be God and watch everything else fall into place. So today, I want y'all to just practice it. Practice makes perfect. As I learned how to begin to do these things over the years, it became easier. Those negative thoughts became easier. It became easier for me to heal. I don't think I shed one tear during my entire divorce. It was what it was. It didn't work out. And it's not like I don't love I still love my ex-husband. I still love him, but it was what it was. We're better apart than we were together. But I didn't shed a tear because God didn't allow me to. I didn't have to mourn. It was just the end of one thing and the beginning of something else. I had to accept it for what it was. I'm not powerful. I don't have no supernatural powers. I can't do the unthinkable, the untouchable, the things that other people cannot do. It is possible for us to get through these things, for us to get through emotional distress, for us to get through the loss of losing a loved one, for us to get through the struggles of our everyday life. It is possible for us to get through these things, and at the end of the day, we can be okay. We can go to sleep. We can lay down without our hearts pumping out of our chest because things ain't working right. We don't have to mask ourselves with alcohol or drugs or whatever because we can't deal with ourselves being sober. I've been sober for almost 10 years now. I didn't think it was one day that I would be able to live with myself being sober or without a cigarette. I thought I needed those things to get through my life for the rest of my life. I never imagined or saw myself not doing it. I thought I needed it. I thought I had to have it. And look at me. It's been 5 years since I smoked a cigarette, and almost 10 years since I touched drugs, alcohol, anything that had me under the influence. Those same very things that I thought I couldn't function without, I'm living my life better than I ever lived. Ever. I feel better now sober. I'm having more fun now sober and a clear mind because I get to enjoy life for what it is. And I'm not worrying. Even when the enemy tries to creep into my thoughts, I get rid of those negative thoughts. It is by God's might and God's power. And I'm not here to preach to y'all, but I'm telling y'all how it really actually is. I'm telling you. It's a whole new life on the other side of worrying and stress. It's a whole new life on the other side. And it's enough for everybody to enjoy it. So I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and continue to do everything else that I had to do, but I had to relay that message to y'all. I hope someone receives it. I hope someone allows themselves to be blessed by any of my messages. Even if you want to go back and replay it and just think about some things, just be blessed. I don't only want a better life for myself, but I want to share the joy and the peace that God is allowing me to experience. I want to share this with everybody so you can experience it too. No matter what the situation may be, everything is going to be all right. I love y'all. Have a great Sunday.